Okay, I've started streaming on YouTube again. Let's see if it works. Well, I mean, it just started.
Oh.
It says receiving your content. Your audience will see it in a moment. Yeah, I think YouTube will buffer a little bit more than Twitch does. So, I guess that's how they do it. Okay, so I was going to kind of prepare things that I wanted to say, but I think I'll keep this more brief and I'll speak more, what's the word? Extemporaneously? Something like that, where you improvise it more. And we'll keep the glasses off. The lighting is really, really bad in my room right now, so this is what I have to, this is what I get, so that's what I have to work with. So, anyway, we'll start recording. Hey everybody, so I wanted to do a little milestone video and then talk about the general state of the channel as things have changed a lot since the last time I did this. I think it's been probably about 3 or 4 months since I've done a another vlogging type episode, and I wanted to do one because 3,000 subs, that's a great little milestone. So I wanted to really sincerely thank people for, if they're new to the channel, for sticking around and leaving your comments and watching videos and stuff like that. And if you're old to the channel, then I also really want to thank you for sticking through like the hard times and the times when I wasn't posting anything and stuff like that. But here we are, we're at 3,000 subs. That was, I reached that, I guess, 2 days ago, which might be 3 days ago when this video goes up. I reached it on Monday of this week, and, I liked this one. This milestone was really good to me because it was one of the first ones I've reached where I reached it entirely organically. The other milestones that I've reached were given big legs up by like Keith giving me a shout out or Warner giving me a shout out or something, but this was one that I kind of built up mostly by myself, and that was really cool. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the auto uploader that I've been using. So I started using that thing about, I guess, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and as I think everyone has noticed, it hasn't been perfect. It has definitely not been perfect. We've had some really weird bugs that I've slowly had to figure out, and almost all of those bugs are due to Adobe Premiere being very, very poorly written. And it looks like there might be something wrong with my microphone. Yep. It looks like the recording software, it looks like OBS crashed. Okay, we have to restart this. I have no recording of it. That's bad. Sorry.
Doesn't record this?
Huh?
YouTube doesn't record it?
YouTube does record it, but the it will go up on YouTube directly, and I've already kind of ruined it by like stopping the vlog here.
All right.
So I will. Okay, I have to restart OBS because it's broken on my end, which I didn't notice it was doing that. Okay, let's just try that one again. Okay, this time it's working, so take 2. I just tried to record a vlog, and I did it for about 5 minutes before I noticed that it had actually broken on my end, and no recording was being made. But this time it looks like it's working out great. So anyway, yeah, so I wanted to do a little special video because I recently crossed 3,000 subs, and I just said all of this, so I'm going to say it again, but briefer this time. So this milestone was really important to me because it's one of the first big-ish milestones that I've reached without any sort of shout-outs. Like, for 1,000 subs, I got there because Keith gave me a shout-out and said, everyone should subscribe to Bird. And for 2,000 subs, I got a shout-out from Wander, and he was like, everyone subscribe to Bird. And then, unfortunately, both of those times, very shortly thereafter, I would get way too busy in life, and I would just stop uploading. But this milestone, I reached entirely through my own like choice of game and SEO and stuff like that. And that felt really, really good to me. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the auto uploader and share some results about what that process has been like. So, because I know a lot of people thought it was a really cool piece of tech, and now we've got some pretty hard data on how well it's been doing. So I started using it, I guess maybe 3 months ago, and in that time I've probably uploaded around 200 videos with it. But let's just, you know, first of all, it's not flawless, okay? We have seen a lot of videos go up that are missing audio tracks, or they're missing the video track in the case of Pyre, but that was its own thing that should never have gone up in the first place. In my own defense, I will say that all of those bugs are not due to anything I programmed. Every bug that has manifested itself has been a issue with Adobe Premiere. But the technical details are also really boring, so I'm not going to go into them all that much. However, beyond the occasional glitches that I've had with the videos, I will say that the auto uploader has been a humongous success. It has completely revolutionized. It's just done amazing things for my channel. I went from 1 video a day, if I was lucky, with significant dry spells happening all the time, to I think I'm getting at least like 4 or 5 videos out. I can't even keep track. You know, Ladybird asked me the other day, how many series do you have going on? How many videos are going up a day? I have no idea. I really don't. Like, it just happens, and I don't have to do anything, and that's perfect to me, because I like the process of recording. I hate the process of editing. So I was able to really free myself and free my mind creatively and just have a lot more fun with this process by eliminating the things that I hated. And I have that now. And literally as soon as I am done recording for the night, the videos go up and I don't have to think about them. I'm not stressed out and my mind is like very fresh, and I know that there's stuff going up on my channel. Like, as a bare minimum, if you want to be successful in YouTube, you have to upload every single day. Multiple times a day if you can. And that used to really stress me out. I would, even if I didn't seem like I was taking YouTube very seriously, it still was something that, like, emotionally I was invested in doing well in. And so I would, like, wake up and I'd feel really bad, like I didn't upload anything, or like some days it'd be like I haven't uploaded anything in like 3 days, and I would feel terrible about that. And then I'd enter this feedback loop, and I think I talked about that, where like I would get so stressed out about the videos not being there that I wouldn't want to like even log on to YouTube to see that I haven't uploaded anything and put anything up or whatever. It sucked. But it doesn't suck anymore because I don't deal with it. I just get to reap all the benefits of what I've accomplished instead. So I really want to thank everyone who's watched. If you're new, you know, welcome. Thank you for sticking around, and I hope you're enjoying the new series that I'm doing. If you're an old fan, then I also want to thank you for sticking around through all the times where I kind of stopped uploading and flaked out and stuff like that. I still don't read comments nearly as much as I should, and I don't know why I don't read comments. I am still paranoid that I'm going to read something that will make me feel bad, but every comment that I get, like almost all of them, are really nice. So I don't know why I'm like always so nervous about it. I guess it's just kind of like I've had the thought of, I'm going to open up my window and I'm going to look at what strangers on the internet are saying about me to me. That is a terrifying prospect, so there's a reason that I don't really open myself up to it very much. But it's very pleasant, and I've been in a much better mood about YouTube lately than I ever have been in the entire time that I've done it. And it's a combination of the fact that the channel is doing incredibly well right now. So in the month of July, I had, um, in total, I had 180% more views than my best month ever in the entire history of the channel. And then, um, it's still like progressing up. Like my analytics right now are plus about 30% month over month, which is astonishing. Like that is growth that if I can sustain means that like if I wanted to, and I don't want to, but if I wanted to, I could potentially do this full time in like a year or two. Like that's a weird thought to me. That's a really weird thought to me that I could actually do that. I have no plan to do that. It is not a plan unless I hit like 1 million subs, then maybe we're talking. It's still going to be a hobby to me even if I'm making some like cash on the side from doing it. But that's a weird thought to me that like in the space of like 3 months, this went from something that like I was almost bitter about, like this is just a waste of my time, to like this is now a potential source of income is really crazy weird to me. It's thanks to everybody. I'm glad that I can entertain you all, and I'm glad that people are there to listen to it and stuff like that. It's really pretty awesome stuff. I'm going to quickly look at chat because there's been a lot of comments and I haven't really seen it yet, but a lot of people are saying extremely nice things about me right now. And a lot of people are like showing like little firework emojis and stuff. So thank you for all of the comments. Oh, I have one that says off to a great start. That one came from when the stream crashed and I had to bring it back down. But face reveal at 10K. Okay. Yeah, you got it. I'll do a face reveal at 10K for you. Just thanks. Okay, I'm taking my glasses back off. Sorry, I can't read chat anymore. But also that way I don't get the glare in my eyeballs. So anyway, yeah, so the channel is doing great, and I mean the channel only does as great as you all watch it. So I should really be thanking everybody who watches this stuff, more so than congratulating myself in any sort of way. But if I can sustain this like state of things, then I mean that's awesome. That's such great news to me. Like I went from, so I look at, I do most of the recordings by looking at Twitch, and on Twitch I just see one little number that's like your current view count. And I usually stream at the same time that Wander does, so everyone's mostly watching Wander's channel. They don't watch me on Twitch. So I basically assumed that despite all of my efforts, I wasn't actually doing any better. I thought like, well, I'm getting more videos up, but I'm not actually getting more viewers. And then I started looking at my analytics, and I just was like, wow, this really turned around. Like there's a lot of new people coming in right now. And a lot of it is that I'm playing really cool games, and I want to keep playing really cool games because they're really cool. It's a tautology, I guess. But I'm really happy with the current games that I'm playing because I think I'm really hitting my stride with the content that I'm making, because I think the stuff I'm making is it's really funny, and that makes me happy, and I know it's really funny, which puts me in a great mood because I'm happiest when I'm like being humorous, and it's also being received really well. So between those two things, if I'm happy making content and people are happy consuming content, then that is like your golden zone. That's where you should be operating 100% of the time, and that's where I want to be operating 100% of the time from this point forward. So games like Tacoma right now, it was a great series. It was a really great series, a fun game. The comments have been great. People are loving it. Awesome. We're gonna play games like Tacoma. West of Loathing. I love West of Loathing. West of Loathing's hilarious. People love West of Loathing. I want to play more games like West of Loathing. We're gonna play more games like West of Loathing. We're gonna play games like Tacoma. We're gonna play games like West of Loathing. I'm probably gonna play Gone Home or something. I'm gonna play. There's a new game out, Observer. That's coming out tomorrow. I'm probably gonna play that. That's a survival horror game, but it's kind of in the same vein as Tacoma and stuff like that. So that'll be kind of fun too. I haven't played a whole lot of horror games, let alone recorded them. So that'll be different, but it should be fine. Maybe Facecam. I don't know. Probably not Facecam. Point is, though, I'm making great stuff that makes me really happy, and people are watching it, which makes me doubly happy. So that's perfect. Now, where this might, so that's good news. Where this might be bad news is that a lot of the other series that I'm doing, particularly the multiplayer stuff, doesn't make me as thrilled to be doing it. So things like Factorio, for example, like that was worth doing, I guess, but it wasn't the content that like makes me feel like I'm at my best. EDF is closer, but it's still kind of more of a podcast rather than like a playthrough. Dying Light, that was a good series. I enjoyed Dying Light pretty immensely, even though it was marred by some technical problems. D&D's great. I'm gonna keep playing D&D. Podcasts, I'm gonna keep podcasting because that's not really too much of a use of my time. But what I'm getting at is that I think in general, the amount of multiplayer content that I'm going to be making is probably going to start to become less of a feature in the long run. I'm not gonna like quit doing multiplayer stuff because I still have my besties, but the ratio of like multiplayer to single player things is gonna shift slowly towards being more single player stuff as I'm able to find my groove with more series out there. The other thing is that this is only made possible by the fact that I have a lot more income. Like, YouTube is really expensive, and I wasn't making any money off of YouTube, so I had to play, like, the scraps of games. But now it's like, I see a $20 game, I'll buy a $20 game. See a $10 game, buy a $10 game. $60 maybe, depends on the game. But, like, I love picking up the little indie gems because I can afford to do that now. And those are good opportunities. And I've found that, like, that's where I do best. I like playing these games that are probably games that would be very boring in their own right and making them into something really interesting. Games that are already really interesting are kind of difficult for me to play in a way because I feel like people, their attention is kind of split between, like, do I pay attention to the guy making the dumb jokes or do I pay attention to the game more? And I need to find games that, like, complement my personality more rather than games that, like, lead me around more, which is why I did one episode of Pyre, because I played Pyre and I immediately knew this is a pretty good game that nobody's gonna really want to watch me play it because it's not a game that I can do things with, and I might be disappointing people because I know a lot of people were like, oh, I really want you to play Pyre, or they saw the Pyre video go up and they were like, wait, where's the Pyre video? Where's the Pyre series? There's not gonna be a Pyre series. I don't feel like I can do the right thing with it. So I'm gonna be a lot more picky about the types of things that I do, but ultimately I think it's gonna be a lot more fun in the long term. So yeah, I guess on that note, there's not really a whole lot left to say. I mean, just want to say thanks again for the support that I'm receiving right now, and I think that if things continue on the path that they're currently going, we'll probably be at 4,000 subs pretty soon, and then maybe we'll start seeing, like, some real exponential growth because if you look at my analytics, they're right now. So things are going really good. So anyway, I'm gonna quickly look at the chat again to see what people have been saying, because there's a lot of people saying stuff here. So congrats to 3,000. Thanks. Bird has a nice voice. Thanks. Wander's channel is 10 times better if Bird is I mean, it's true. Yeah, just kidding. I'm not serious about that. Read an audiobook in Bird's voice, blah, blah, blah. You practically do hear it. Let's see. It's Bird. Hey, love your content. Thanks for watching. You should try Creativerse. I don't know what that is. Is that like that Disney game? I don't really know. But yeah, so let's if you have any questions, feel free to ask. There's like a really weird there's a really weird delay with the YouTube stream, which, I mean, I don't really like streaming on YouTube. I don't like this interface at all, to be totally honest. I don't like the fact that I can see my face in like way too many places. That's weird to me. But and there's also like a weird delay to it. I don't know. I don't like it. But maybe I can be coerced. Maybe people can convince me to stream more on the YouTube side of things. There's a lot of people on here that I've never seen before, so that's kind of cool. But you know, I do prefer the Twitch interface and the Twitch culture a little bit too. Oh, before I forget, this is a constant request. Bird, how do I send you money? I've thought about it, and I don't believe I am ever going to set up a PayPal. I may set up a Patreon, but I am not going to set up a PayPal because I don't trust PayPal as a company. It's too much. I don't like it. I really don't like how PayPal operates. So I'm never going to set up that as a donation stream. The best way to, if you feel like you want to donate to me, the best way to do it is going to be probably through Twitch Cheers. Because that's a nice safe mechanism where it can be guaranteed that I'm going to get, I'm going to receive the donation, and both of us are going to be protected by it. But I'm probably not going to set up a Patreon because I'm probably not going to go full time. I'm not going to set up a PayPal. I just set up the Twitch cheer system, so you can do that. And a PO box, maybe. I tend to do PC games because those are the easiest to record and put out. But if there are some games that maybe in the future, maybe in the distant future, but not anytime soon. So just wanted to set that aside for right now, because a lot of people have asked me, actually pretty recently, how they can donate and support and stuff like that, and I really appreciate that. I do, but I'm also, for one, I don't need it, so you don't need to really feel like you have to give me anything. I really don't. I trust me, I'm doing fine. But I don't need the but I do appreciate people that want to help support me. That's a really nice thought for everybody, or from everybody. You know, a Bird unboxing. How does Bird not have more subs? The world will never know. Bird doesn't have subs because Bird just didn't upload, man. And then the other thing is that Bird never played single player. I always played multiplayer, and part of what really made me kind of annoyed about streaming in YouTube in general was that I felt like a lot of my potential was kind of being gobbled up by the people I was playing multiplayer with. I mean, you can't tell me that I wouldn't have more subs if I didn't upload more Scrap Mechanic and stuff like that, or like if I broke out a little bit more and did more single player things in general, I probably would be a lot bigger than I currently am. Suffice to say, I already am more consistent, and I'm already growing like much faster. So there you go. Like there's the proof is in the pudding. So did Bird just say scrap mechanic? Oh god, no, I did just say scrap mechanic, but I mean, shit, there were so many things I made that I should have put up, but never did, and you know, it is what it is, and I don't feel anything about it. It's just like, what can I do? I just gotta live with it. Yeah, is what it is. Some really large YouTubers play multiplayer. They do. They're also very established. I'm not established. If I were more established, then I could get away with playing the amount of multiplayer that I do. I'm not established, so everything that I do gets sucked up into other people's channels, especially if I'm like a regular on those channels. Wanderbot, Keith, like they like any sort of potential that I did have probably got sucked up into those people, and I mean, I know a pretty non-insignificant number of people did say that they watched Wanderbot as a conduit to consume bird content. So, you know, that doesn't really do Wander any service, and it doesn't do me any service. So, I'm gonna be doing more single-player things, just a lot more to help make that not be an issue anymore. But yeah, so I do own a rabbit. I own 2 rabbits. Someday I'll put up pictures of them, probably. They're very cute. And yeah, I guess I don't really have any more questions except for like weird trolley joke questions, which are fine. Yep. Mostly weird trolley joke questions. Does Ladybird get annoyed if we told Bird that he's pretty handsome? I mean, I hear it all the time. I'm kidding. No, it's fine. It's fine. Bird, true Lord and Savior. Yeah, well, so that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say. Thanks again. Thanks everybody for watching. Bird solo. Yep, we're gonna have lots of that. Oh, yeah, I have a Discord as well that in the next couple of days I'm probably gonna start. What's the word? I can only think of the word pimping, and that's not right. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Opening up?
I don't know. I'm probably share it. Yeah, sharing. That's sharing and pimping. Those are related concepts. I'm probably gonna start sharing the Discord more, and I'm probably gonna start going to it more, so that I can engage with the community, the burgeoning, the blossoming community that I'm starting to get again. Because you know, this is lightning in a bottle. Gotta capture it while I still can. So, anyway, that's about all the time I have for tonight. I do have to make lunch and then get to bed and stuff because I got work tomorrow. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in and watching this live, or watching it whenever you watch it on the YouTube side of things. And looking forward to the next milestone video. Take care, everybody.